days, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 10-2 start. Let's go, defense. 61, match box, right. Crackdown.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his running back, Mixon. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Complete to Joe Mixon.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Cincinnati.
On the ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Second and long. That's complete to John Ross. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Here we go. Shift. Watch the shift.
General West.
He'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Smooth. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Down to lose one. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown.
All day, baby. Get nowhere. Going nowhere.
At the 24-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
I'm scared.
Pass 85. Middle.
Allen going to throw. It's caught. Smith. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Get ready.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
52.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch 36.
Blue draw quarters.
I got him.
Half 10.
And that'll set him back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, watch that. Watch that.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now here's Ross. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want us
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard. Line.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Right there.
Ready?
Right there.
Half 10.
I got you.
Protein spill.
You're all mine. You're all mine.
This is the 3rd-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
49. Alert, alert, alert.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
36 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 36. Mike 36.
He don't know no better. Stop.
To Mike. Not today, you aren't. Not today. Mike 36. Mike 36.
From the gun, it's Allen. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. You tighten up. 58. Come on. 58. Come on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
We go! 15 line. 15 line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now.
On second down, here's Mixon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Singletary, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Motion! Mike, 36. Line, 36. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. On 52.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Motion, 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 motion. Thumbs up the helmet, here we go, here we go. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Keep it up, defense, keep it up, guys. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Ross on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's first and 10 at the 14. Now Joe Mixon. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Bandit.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a first and 10. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Regular. Hey, Echo.
Mike's 54. I'm here.
Here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Me, I got him. I got motion man. Me, I got this.
Alert.
Right there. 54, right there.
Alert.
Hey, they're scared.
Operating from the gun, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you... Ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Toss play. This is Anderson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground. And that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Jordan Boyer on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll look to throw, and he's going to go down again. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Indy.
Bring it.
Snap.
Now Bernard. They find some open field here. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Allen now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Ringo. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Check pass.
Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught at the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7. To throw, it's Allen. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. To throw again on second down. Allen.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 50. Hey.
Monday. Go.
Mark 50. Watch the run. They're running it. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there. That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey! High 7.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Come on, D. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 50. Mike 54.
Watch the cover.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Here we go. Alert!
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, team 6. Ready?
2nd and 11. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness. Pulled it in one-handed.
To Jordan Reed. It's a gain of 35. And a Bengal first down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Shift. Draw out. Shift.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Got it. 49. Look, squeeze. Here we go. Check 52. Big dash. Come. Shoot.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Bullock's kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brendan, but what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Mike's 50. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, Orbit. Mike's 50. Go.
Now Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Watch 36.
Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
You got motion man right there. Mike 5-4, Mike 5
Middle.
Mike 5.
Hey, Alpha.
Squeeze, double. Mike 54. Mike 54.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
To try again after the sack. Allen finding room inside the 40. And this one complete to Smith. And finally brought down at the 38. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Bravo.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Allen off the play fake. Buying time to his left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Middle. Check 3. Half.
From the gun, Allen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 30. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 88 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Alert! Jim, 6-6, pull it high. Check 25, check 25. We go.
Allen now on 1st down. And Diggs has it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Hey, wahoo!
On 1st down, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Draw play. This is Yeldon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
56.
54. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Hey, watch that. Hey, Charlie. Mike, 54. We go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That one complete to Yeldon. And brought down down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Yeldon was always reliable out of the backfield for Blake Bortles, and now he has a chance to help out another young quarterback in the same way in Josh Allen. But you look at the numbers a season ago, 55 catches, almost 500 yards, very sure hands for a running back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen now operating from the gun. It's caught. Smith. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Watch 36.
Hey, Haywood.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Pass 85. Mike's 50. 152. Hey, Zoo.
65.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. Carlos Dunlap. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready. 60 or.
Check 31.
Get it.
On 1st down, Bernard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Bengals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Carlos Dunlap getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And taken right on the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at their